THANOS is one of the best decks in Snap right now, and just so everyone knows, this was recorded before the OTA, so I don't know if THANOS got nerfed or anything like that, but I just gotta get that out of the way real quick. This is the deck I played today, and originally this was supposed to be a video showcasing Kahhori's best deck, because that's what this is statistically, but it very quickly turned into a showcase of THANOS. To be honest, I probably should have predicted that, but what you'll want to do for this deck is to play a bunch of stones to draw a bunch of cards, and figure out what you need to do to win the game. Ideally, it will involve you playing a THANOS on 5 to win one lane, and then setting up something with like Mockingbird or Eliath or whatever you need to win the other one. Without spoiling too much, I actually didn't have a great win rate with this deck. I don't think that's any fault of the deck, though. It's far more likely I just had a cold streak, I kind of had limited time to record today, and also, whenever I play THANOS, it just, I don't know, THANOS isn't my deck. That's all I have to say. Now, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games.
Ooh, okay. So we actually ended up taking Soulstone's ability, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and play Time Stone, right? Eternal's Arc is interesting because we will definitely want to play a THANOS on 5 in one of the other locations. They also play a Time Stone, right? Hey. Just copying each other. We will probably play a Sam Wilson here. Definitely going to play Sam Wilson mid. Yeah, that's awesome. So let's go ahead and play Sam mid. We might end up playing a Reality Stone mid if they get a little bit too big, but we'll see. They also play Sam Wilson. Okay, we might turn it off anyway. We'll see. I think for now we're just going to play a Copycat mid. That's going to be Dream Dimension. Okay, we hate that. We're going to turn that off. No, not what I meant to do. So I think we got to do something like this. And then we might have to give up on the Wiccan. We'll see. Well, I mean, if we play Wiccan, we can play a THANOS anyway. So that is a fair point. Also, if we win the Sakar Grand Prix, so... Okay. And now we cannot turn off the Grand Prix. It's not a choice. I wonder if we ever keep this here. How likely are we to win with something like this? I don't feel very likely, but maybe... Let's do something like this, see what happens. We're going to play THANOS right next turn, and then from that point, we will see what we want to end up doing. So Power Stone goes mid, we play Reality Stone right, because I hate Dream Dimension. It's going to be Eternity Range, which doesn't matter. Then we play Iron Patriot, going to give us a Helicarrier. It's going to be a Dazzler mid along with a Space Stone right. And a Reality Stone. Okay, so we both played Reality Stone. And then that changes it into Vibranium Mines. We do end up getting the win in Sakar Grand Prix, so that's pretty cool. We probably play a THANOS right with a Space Stone. Ooh, or a THANOS right with a Mind Stone. Yeah. Definitely like this idea. Let's go ahead and do it. You'd have to imagine that we win right. Because even if we both play THANOS, we're going to be winning, right? So, you'd have to think. We go ahead and play THANOS, and the Mind Stone is going to give us the Soul Stone, and they play THANOS as well. Okay. So yeah, you have to think that we do end up winning here. Just honestly. Let's go ahead and move this over. We're going to play Helicarrier, and then do we play both of these? I mean, we know that their THANOS can't get buffed. Like, that's the interesting part, right? So we could... I mean, Wiccan isn't much more power. The most power we could do is, like, Space Stone Vibranium. I don't know, I'm gonna do this. Just because it's more fun. They only play one card left, which is interesting. I think we'll end up winning. I don't think they're going to play any one card that's going to be bigger than all of this. But there we go. THANOS going to go up to 22. They play a Spectrum. Yeah, okay. So it was right to buff up the THANOS then. Yeah. There you go. Absolutely awesome. You love to see it. Good win for us. Alright, so we got a THANOS. We have a Soul Stone. And a Sam Wilson. Let's go ahead and play Zabu right. We'll play a Sam Wilson left. And then we'll see what we can do from that point. Mid is going to reveal to be Shuri's Lab. Alright. We could turn off Shuri's Lab. We're going to play Sam Wilson left, though, first. And then I think... I don't know. We got stuff like Mockingbird, which is going to be pretty good into Shuri's Lab, but everything else doesn't feel great. Ooh, Project Pegasus. Okay. So... I think we play Thanos, we turn this off and play you. I think that's going to be completely fine. And then from that point, we should be fine. I am curious if they're going to play anything into Shuri's Lab, because it's not going to be nearly as big as they think it will be. So there you go, buffing up the Sam, and we play Thanos left. And then there's Reality Stone, going to turn everything into... Or, not turn everything, but going to turn into Elysium. That's going to be a DAC in mid. Yeah, would have been pretty good into Shuri's Lab, so I'm glad that we turned it off. And then that's going to be Frigga on the left, yeah, especially with the Frigga and all that. So Shang-Chi's going to be pretty important for us to have. They play a Morbius left. Yeah, we might have to play an Enchantress here. In which case, we would want to do something like this, leaving the shield mid for the rest of the game. Yeah, let's do it. We can play a Mockingbird right next turn, or an Alioth. Either way is fine. But we will see what we want to do after this turn. They go ahead and play 2 cards, which is interesting. Iron Patriot is going to give us a Darkhawk, which is okay, maybe? I don't know. I don't love it. We are going to go ahead and turn off Morbius, though. That's going to be a Bullseye, which is potentially scary, and then that's a Dakin as well. Yeah, so... Alioth would have been pretty good if we could have played him, but we could not. So here I'm thinking... Is something like this the best that we can do? Probably? Probably. We'll see. They actually full float. So I don't like that. We draw Red Guardian, which is interesting to hit this Dakin with. Right? I don't know... I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. I think it's a little bit scary, but I am intrigued nonetheless. They play a bunch of cards right, so actually we're going to end up winning mid if we can just win left as well. Let's see. They play a MODOK hitting not 1 but 2 Muramasa shards, and then a bunch of swarms. Oh, Grandmaster sending MODOK mid. Okay, that should probably secure the win for them. Well, no, we're ahead by 9 left, and the most they can do is -8 with the Bullseye. So as long as we win right here, which is going to be a test. I don't know. I don't think we can win right. Well, I mean, it happens sometimes, because they're only discarding 7 cards with the Bullseye, or at least I assume they got up to 7. I mean, let's see if 4 of them hit mid, or even like 2, 3. If a decent amount of them go mid, we have a shot here. So we will see. And all 4 go right. Okay. Yeah, so the most that could have hit right would have been 2, putting us at 11 power and them at 10. We needed literally just some to go anywhere else. It would not have mattered if they went left or mid. I feel like that was pretty statistically unlikely to hit all 4 on the right. I think a little bit unfortunate there, but that's okay. And actually, they only discarded 6, not 7, so... That's alright, though. Good win for them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got Atalan, which is going to be completely fine. We are going to play a Zabu. We'll play Zabu mid. That's fine. And then next turn, we probably play like a Soul Stone and a Reality Stone. That is going to be the Raft. Yeah, we can go ahead and play a Soul Stone mid with a Reality Stone left. And we draw a Sam. Okay. So we're going to turn off Atalan because I don't want to deal with it. Turns into Strange Economy, a little bit annoying, but that's fine. And let's see, that's going to be Sinister London. Yeah, we can definitely turn off the Ravonna. And then we could play a Kahhori on 4, and that'll be fine. Could play a Kahhori right. I think we'll probably just end up playing Kahhori mid, though. So that is going to be a Mr. Negative again. A little bit scary, but as long as we can have priority, I think we'll be fine. Let's play Kahhori right. That gives us a Destroyer. I don't love that. And then that's Super Scroll. Also don't love that. Okay. The only problem is that we really need to have priority next turn, so I think we're going to go ahead and play a Mockingbird left. They play an Iron Man, that's fine.
Iron Man.
The Iron Man is going to end up rolling mid. That was probably best case scenario for us. So now, we can play an Alioth, which we know is going to hit everything they play. That's pretty good. What do we think they play here? I don't know. I feel like we're fine. I'm scared because of the doubling. So I'm not gonna snap, but just we'll see. We go up to 22. So they need to beat 11. Mystique obviously doesn't do anything, and then Sage doesn't do anything either. So yeah, there you go. Good win for us there.
Victory.
Was definitely scared. The only reason I was scared is if they had, like, something like a negative gore, right? If they had, like, a negative gore, then it would have been 6. If they had, like, a negative Taskmaster, say, on top of it, right? That's another 6. Both of those actually being 12 put it up to 24, right? And then the 12 left wins as well. Now, granted, that would have been insane top decks because they didn't play, like, Jane or anything, but it was possible. So, a little bit worried about that, but we do end up getting the win. So, you'll love to see it. Alright, so we've got the Mind Stone, the Reality Stone, we have Kahhori, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and play Mind Stone mid. I think that's going to be completely fine. Then we end up getting the Power Stone, Space Stone. Okay. That's going to be Xandar. We definitely like Xandar to put stones into. Let's play maybe like a Soul Stone and a Space Stone. I kind of want to play a Reality Stone left, right? But also a really big Thanos there probably just wins it. So I'm a little bit conflicted. We do end up drawing the Time Stone. I mean, right? Like, okay, well, I think we go ahead and play Red Guardian here. You can play Red Guardian and snap. I probably shouldn't have snapped, they might leave. But, you can definitely snap if you're trying to climb. I want to get the video, right? So, we'll see if they leave. They don't. Okay, that's good. I hope they don't leave after this as well. That would be bad. But we do go ahead and hit the Morbius, then they're going to play Corvus Glaive, getting Lady Sif and Scorn. That's completely fine. Probably gonna be like a Kahhori right, and then from that point we can play Mockingbird and Stones on the final turn. Or not the final turn, on 5 leading into a Thanos. That's probably okay, you would think. They end up hitting Swarm, and let's see what else. And Khonshu, okay. And a Scorn, was there anything else? Don't think so? Yeah, no, okay. So, we obviously want to play you over here. I wonder if we turn off the negative zone. I think we can. Yeah, I think we probably go ahead and do something like this. So we're going to play Mockingbird right to attempt to flip it. We're going to play the Reality Stone left, which is going to be Valley of the Hand. Then we get Time Stone down. And then that is Zabu. So they're going to go ahead and play a Khonshu mid this turn. And that's got to be a Swarm, right? Yeah, it is a Swarm.
All systems go.
Interesting. What else do they got? They have another Swarm and a Scorn. And then whatever they, like, top decked, right? So if I had to guess, I feel like they try to win mid, right? It feels more likely, at least. I think they're going to try to win mid. They tried to win left. God damn it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a 50-50 guess on where do you think they're going to play. The reason I thought they would play mid is because it feels a little bit more advantageous because they got the Swarm and the Scorn both getting +1 kind of matters a decent amount to them. And we could only play one card there. Granted, we could also only play one card left, but I don't know. 12 doesn't feel as good as, let's see, what would they have been at mid? They would have been at +7, putting them to 15 plus another 4 puts them up to 19. Right, so I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the right thing to do. Yeah. Maybe if we thought about it a little bit more, but obviously hindsight's always 20/20. So, good win for them. Alright, so with Sakar Grand Prix, we're just going to go ahead and play a Mind Stone on turn 1. Next turn, we'll probably play a Soul Stone and another one of the stones, most likely left, at least one of them. So we get Time Stone, Power Stone, and Soul Stone. Yeah, we can definitely go ahead and play like Soul Stone, Time Stone. I think that's fine. And then they are snapping. That's pretty scary, but also I don't know. I'm not too scared. Arguably, one of these could have been a Power Stone instead of these, but it's fine. So they play a card mid. It's going to be Gorgon. Okay, yeah, obviously annoying, but whatever. Turn 3 here, we could play a Power Stone and a Zabu if we wanted to. That's going to be Nidavellir on the right. I think... Let's play Power Stone Zabu, yeah. So they're going to play Iron Patriot. And then they play the Mind Stone. So we go ahead and play the Power Stone and Zabu. From this point, I think we just play a Kahhori left and hope that some of the buffs land left. It's probably going to be our best case scenario. We could play an Enchantress mid if we want to. We're not going to at this point. We go all the way up to 13. And yeah, they get a Wiccan off, so that's definitely annoying. But let's see. We could play Enchantress Space Stone. It wouldn't be horrible, but I also don't love it. I kind of just want to play a Thanos this turn, so I think we will. We're going to play a Thanos mid. And then going into the final turn, well, actually, we could also play an Alioth this turn. We think they probably play a decent amount of cards right. I don't think we need to, though. So let's play a Thanos mid. So there's Thanos, who's really big. That's going to be a Thanos on the left, and then they play the Soul Stone. So we can't destroy Thanos. Now, they also can't destroy our Thanos, so I think we just play like an Alioth and a Mockingbird, and we probably win. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. If I had to guess, I would say that we win, but you never know. Really cool Thanos variant they got, by the way. Love this one. And I don't think I've ever seen it inked before, so yeah, it's cool. So let's see what they got. We play an Alioth right and a Mockingbird mid. It's going to be a Shang-Chi right, which doesn't do anything. It's going to be a Power Stone right, which isn't enough. And then mid is going to be a Time Stone. And a Reality Stone? Yeah, no. I mean, unless it turns into Power with no name. Nope, going to be Black Vortex. And we get the win. So you love to see it. Good win for us there. Absolutely awesome. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got Strange Academy on the left, which is going to be completely fine. We're going to go ahead and play a Zabu right away. Hopefully we draw either one of the stones or Iron Patriot or Sam. If we draw any of those, we'll be able to play a Wiccan. Though Wiccan is notably not very good anymore. A 5/6 Wiccan is not great. Let's go ahead and play Time Stone and Power Stone. Power Stone. There we go. We're going to play Time Stone and Power Stone. It does keep the Wiccan hopes alive, so we will see. We might end up playing a Reality Stone mid and then try to set up a big Thanos there. That is going to be the Hood, but it does get destroyed. Okay. For a second, I was worried about like Viper, but then I realized the Nico ability. So let's see what we got here. It's going to be Wakanda on the right. That's completely fine. And we draw a Mockingbird. We will actually just play a Mockingbird. Yeah. We'll go ahead and play Mockingbird mid. And then they play a Bruce Banner. Don't like that. Red Guardian hits Bruce. How often do we think they play another card mid? I think pretty often. We'll do this. Red Guardian's going to kill Bruce, and then from that point... Oh, okay, so they don't play another card. But we are getting stuff, so that's good. We're getting energy. Deep Space on the left. Don't really love that. Spider-Ham going to go ahead and hit Thanos. Okay. I mean, do we want to play a Wiccan here? I don't really feel like we do. I think we maybe want to play an Alioth right. Yeah, I like Alioth right here. Gonna end up killing whatever they play. Okay, they don't play anything, right? That's fine. They play a Cersei mid. That's kind of scary. Agent Venom, Firehair, and Hercules, yeah, okay. So, from this point, I think it's got to be, like, Pig and Sam if we think we have any chance at winning. And I don't think Sam is very likely to win right. I don't know, I mean, you could argue it's kind of like a 50-50 to debate where they're going to play big. Because theoretically, I almost feel like this has a better chance at winning. If you argue that they don't play into Deep Space. I mean, where do we really think they're playing here? I don't know. You should retreat here. I'm going to bet that they play left. Oh my god. We would have been right if we played right. Okay, let's see how big they get. Red Hulk. It's going to be too much. Yeah. Damn. Should have flipped it the other way. I've lost two 50-50s in a row. And, yeah, damn. Should have gone the other way. I mean, it's... yeah, it's just a 50-50 guess. So, damn. Good win for them. Alright, so let's see what we got on the left. We're going to have Sakaar Grand Prix, so we could definitely go ahead and play a Zabu left. That's fine. I would hope that we top deck either a 2-cost card or one of our stones, because then we can keep the Wiccan hopes alive. And we indeed do. It's actually not horrible to play one of these into Orcus Forge, because getting a Sentinel is pretty good for us. If we end up drawing a stone, we can play the Sentinel and stone to keep the Wiccan hopes alive. So they just go ahead and play a Korg. We might just have to play an Enchantress here, but we'll see. That is going to be Nova Roma. Okay. And gives us Reality Stone. Okay, we could probably play, like, Reality Stone and Iron Patriot. It's not horrible. The only problem is I'm not certain that we win left next turn. So maybe we turn it off. Maybe we do something like this. We're going to play Reality Stone left with an Iron Patriot right. That's going to be Pet Mansion. And then Iron Patriot is going to give us a Scarlet Spider. Yeah, they play Green Goblin left. That's definitely really annoying. And turn 4, let's see what we got. We could play an Enchantress. It's not, like, super horrible. It's also not good. Honestly, I kind of just want to play Scarlet Spider. Let's play Scarlet Spider. I know it is the Iron Patriot card, but I literally don't care. We're going to play a Thanos left this next turn, and then we're probably going to play an Alliance on 6 and activate the Scarlet Spider. So let's see, Thanos goes left. It would be cool to top deck like a Soulstone to protect the Thanos, but I do not care. So we'll see what they end up playing. If they play like an Acid Arrow right, I'll cry. One card, it's probably not an Acid Arrow. It's going to be a Darkhawk. Yeah. So we can kill that Darkhawk with Shang-Chi. And then, I mean, from this point, we're looking pretty good, right? You would think. I think we win. So we'll see. We are going to go up to, what, 12 power, right? And they're down at 5. Yeah, I think we're okay. And we're adding another 8 mid to go up to 11. They didn't even contest left, so yeah, we win.
Controlled.
Love to see it. There is Sam Wilson. I did activate Scarlet Spider, right? Yeah, okay. That is good. Scarlet Spider's going to land mid, and then that's going to be a Cassandra Nova, which is going to be pretty good, or pretty big for them, yeah, so fair play. And then Victoria Hand, and Mindstone. So yeah, they managed to flip mid, but not right or left, so. Good win for us, you love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Obviously, we don't have anything to play on turn 1, which does kill a potential Wiccan, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and play a Sam on 2. Theoretically, we could play like a Red Guardian on 3. We'll see what they end up having. I don't think Echo hits much of anything for us. Let's... Yes, Car Grand Prix is kind of important to try and win. Let's play Sam mid. Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do that. We could play Iron Patriot and Zabu next turn. It's not horrible. They're going to go ahead and play Iron Patriot right. Or not. Oh my god. Literally the only card that would have mattered for it. My bad. You know, Red Guardian's actually not horrible, right? I'll go ahead and play Red Guardian, see if it flips. They play a Scorpion, so Red Guardian actually will flip. Unfortunately, we're taking a lot of damage from that Scorpion. Do not like that, but that's okay. We put the Scorpion down to -1, and they do not end up getting whatever card they had. Now, Mockingbird costs 5, so we can't play it right now. I say... Oh, I don't want Power Stone to turn off either. Yeah, the Echo thing's probably my bad. We're going to go ahead and do this. So, Iron Patriot is going to give us a Wand and then an Apocalypse. Okay, cool. We are going to just play a Power Stone left. They play a Man-Thing. Yeah, that's definitely going to hurt, and then they end up winning this Car Grand Prix. So, unfortunate. We could theoretically play a Mockingbird over here, and we're pretty confident that it'll win. So I think we will play Mockingbird. Enchantress turning off Man-Thing is definitely notable, but currently it helps both of us the same amount, so I don't love that. We'll see what we can do. So they're going to play a Devil Dino, okay, and then they play a Zabu. I wonder how big that Devil Dino stays, I don't know. We'll see. We do get a cheap one, a cheap Apocalypse. Right, like... I don't know. I do not know. I think... maybe there's a world where we just do something like this. Yeah, they're actually going to retreat. So interesting. That was potentially scary there. I don't know. I didn't like it very much, but we still get the win nonetheless. So that's good. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got Sakaar on the left, which is going to be completely fine. We're going to play a Zabu right. See what happens from that point. They just go ahead and play a Loki. Okay. And then there's Thanos. I'll point back at them. Not sure why they pointed at me. Let's see, it's going to be a New York mid. They're snapping. I don't like that. Yeah, you should always retreat here. This isn't horrible, actually. You should always retreat here. We're not going to. We're going to play an Iron Patriot left. And then it's going to give us a Heimdall. Okay, it could be interesting. We are going to turn off New York and play Sam Wilson, right? Superflow. Hate that. Okay, maybe we turn off Superflow. I hate New York, though. I think we have to turn off Superflow. So we will. But I do really dislike New York. I do not like playing games with New York. We are going to go ahead and turn off the Superflow, and then mid is going to be Sam Wilson. No way they play something with 10 power. Kiln on the right is very interesting. Play Mockingbird? Yeah, no, not enough. So we do have a 3-power Heimdall, which is pretty cool. We could go ahead and do something like this. I really don't hate it. I think this is completely fine, actually. So we're going to buff up the Sam once, and then Sam's going to get buffed up again by moving. And we are getting really big right. That Rocket and Groot's going to be pretty big, too, though. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. So there's the Heimdall. pushing that over to the left. We are obviously super big over there, but we can correct what we want to do with New York later. And then that ends up hurting Heimdall. We get a Mind Stone, okay. And another Mockingbird. Okay. Wiccan would go off. Think we can ever play something like this? I don't know. We will, just to see, but I'm not loving this. I think next turn. Okay. So Enchantress is just gonna turn off Sam. I think. Well, so I know we move the Heimdall mid. I mean, maybe we just move Heimdall and play a Mockingbird. It's not horrible. Nothing we have is Shang-Chi-able. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play this. You could definitely retreat, but... Oh, they're going to play a Gore left. Okay. Damn, yeah. Did not expect the Gore left. That sucks. You know, I wasn't thinking of Gore just because, I don't know, I'm pretty sure they were a Thanos deck. Most of the time you don't see Gore in it, though Gore does make some amount of sense because of all the on-reveal stones that you can play. Gore's pretty good, but I didn't think of it. Gore's obviously another card that they had in their deck before playing the Loki, because we don't have a Gore. So, pretty unlikely to think of that, but good one for them. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got the hub on the left, which is going to be completely fine. That is going to take US Agent, so let's go ahead and play Power Stone left here, and then we'll play an Iron Patriot on 2 into a Copycat on 3, hopefully a Wiccan on 4. But we'll see. Sorry. They are taking a while to decide what to do on turn 1. They end up playing an Echo mid. Okay, I gotta not play a Sam Wilson into Echo. I did that earlier right after saying, we don't have many ongoing cards, and then I played a Sam Wilson mid into Echo, and it was embarrassing. Alright, let's see, they're gonna play a Sam Wilson left. So Sam is gonna get buffed up a decent amount. I forgot what Copycat stole. Copycat was US Agent, okay. Yeah, we can probably just go ahead and play a Copycat left here. And we'll see what ends up happening. Hopefully we win it, and then we get a really cheap She-Hulk, but you never know. Either way, we are probably going to play a Wiccan mid next turn, if I had to guess. And then from that point, we'll figure out what we want to do on turns 5 and 6. So they do move the shield in, which is going to put them up to 6. Let's see if the 2 cards they played are going to beat 5. That's going to be Valentina, and then I would imagine, yeah, Aranya's going to tie. So a little bit unfortunate for us, but that's okay. I think here we still just play a Wiccan mid. We have a Reality Stone, which is interesting. We could full float into the She-Hulk. It wouldn't be horrible. We'll see. We'll see what we want to do. Maybe not full float. We could play like a stone. And then going into turn 6, we would have a free She-Hulk. But I don't know, because we kind of want priority with an Eliath. So we'll see. We'll see what we want to do. What's unfortunate is that they are not... They're not locked out left. Oh, they didn't move the shield. Okay, they could still move it on 5 and then back in on 6, but just a little bit interesting. They moved the anti-venom right. I don't hate something like this. It's just how likely is that giving us priority? I don't feel like it's very, very likely at all to. We'll do it though. We'll go ahead and play Reality Stone, Time Stone, and Mockingbird. And then we'll see what we want to do on turn 6. We're gonna make Thanos cost 5, so maybe we could play Thanos on something else, but we'll see. They actually are probably going to give us priority, so that's really interesting. Man-Thane only going to hit their Echo. It's kind of funny. So that's going to be Jotunheim on the right. Okay. Well, I mean, we could play an Alioth and like a Space Stone and a Soul Stone if we wanted. Because the question, if the question is like, where do they play their big card? Their big card, it's, how big do we think it is? Alioth is hurt from being played left. I don't know. I think Alioth goes left here. I know he goes down to 6 from the copycat being US agent. I still think it's the right play nonetheless, because it's enough to beat a shield if they choose to move it back in. I don't think that's what they'll do, but if they do. And then it's also going to turn off whatever they play, which I think is far more likely. So let's see. It's going to go ahead and be something. Kind of scared. That is a Galacta on the right. That's scary. Luke Cage, not going to win left or help them mid. So there you go. Good win for us there. You absolutely love to see it. Got pretty scary at the end, but we were able to figure it out. So that's awesome.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I know you'll love this one I made about a Dino Kahhori deck. It was a lot of fun. Other than that, make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.